So you're from the future and you've come to bring me the iPhone 97 SCEC color version? I don't know if I believe it. I heard the iPhone 79 is really good though. Hey guys, welcome back to TutsByKai. I'm Kai, and today we're back once again taking a look at how to go ahead and make this cool little rounded text like kind of thing. I don't know what to call it, okay, but that's what it is. And today we're gonna go ahead and get started right now. Let's go ahead and drag a box over top of everything in our scene. Hit delete to get rid of it all. And hit 1 on your numpad to move to the front facing camera. Hit Shift A and search for a text object. Hit RX and then on the numpad 90 to rotate 90 degrees on the X axis and hit enter to confirm that. There you go. Now go ahead and hit tab and you can just change this text to any word you want. Now the thing is we're changing this to an individual letter of that word. So if you want to say the word text, then just type a T and then we'll duplicate the letters out. But for now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do something that's not the word text. I'm going to do my actual name. So we're going to do TutsByKai. I'm going to hit a little T action. There you go. Go down to the text tab here and then go open up the font section. Hit the little folder. Choose your fonts wherever it happens to be at. I want to do a thicker font than this. So let's go ahead and see if I can grab a thicker font. Let's use Impact because why the heck not? There we go. And I might want to stretch it out a little bit. Switch SX to scale it on the X axis a little bit because it's kind of thin. And then go to Geometry and then make sure Extrude is up a bit. Somewhere about right there, maybe 0.15. 0.15 looks good. Nice. And with that done, let's go ahead and duplicate the rest of the letters out after we go ahead and change the horizontal alignment from left to center. There you go. So, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and just hit Shift D to duplicate this text over and hit GX to move it on the X axis. So Shift D to duplicate and then GX to move it over like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate all the letters over. Tuts, and then we'll do by. There we go, and then we'll do Kai. All right, nice. So let's go ahead and change all the letters now. So this will be a U, obviously that'll be a T, S. This will be a B. Hitting tab, by the way, to go into all these letters, and then K, A, A, I. There we go. Now, with that done, we need to go ahead and rotate these letters so that they actually like are rounded. So this is the part that's going to be the most tedious, but once we have it done, it'll be super easy. Let's go ahead and hit 7 to go to the front, to top facing view, sorry. So we can go ahead and actually move these things back by hitting GY. So move it on the Y axis, GY. And then we can go ahead and just hit RZ to rotate them on the Z axis like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and move them backwards every time we need to move them. So GY, move them back a little bit. There we go. And we're going to kind of try and arc this so that it starts rounding off like this. There we go. And maybe we'll start coming back now because that was 4 letters. And then we'll do like this. So RZ, GY, and then RZ, GY, RZ, GY. There we go. You see, you get the idea. You get the picture here. RZ, oh, GY, RZ. There we go. And then the I finally needs to also be taken into account. There we go. Nice. So you see it's kind of crooked. Oh, let's fix this one. Maybe rotate it a little bit more on the Z axis. See, it's kind of crooked. So let's go ahead and grab everything, hit RZ, and then we can kind of just like level it out here. See if it's similar. There we go. Nice. So that is our little rounded text kind of thing going on here. So let's go ahead and set up the center of our scene. Hit 7 again, G, and then we can just move it over to approximately the center of the world space here. Maybe a little bit more over actually, because the word's not exactly even number of letters. There we go. Nice. Okay, with that done, let's go ahead and hit 1 to go to the front-facing view. Hit Shift A and search for a camera. There we go. Hit GY. Left click. Hit 0 to go into the camera's view, and you can see we have something that's like this, which is very nice. So hit GZ to move it up, and there we go. Now, if we look at this, you can see that the letters facing the camera are kind of like straightforward, and the ones over here kind of like a 3D effect to it. But I also want to go ahead and make this even more of a 3D effect, because I want to go ahead and hit GX to rotate it upwards, and then hit GZ. So RX, my fault. RX to rotate the camera like this, to rotate it. RX to rotate it up a little bit, and then GZ to move it down like that. There you go. Nice. So it kind of has like a titling effect. I guess we can call it like a title, I suppose. But yeah, so there we go. That's that. And you can hit 1 to go to the front facing view, perhaps, and then maybe move some of the spacings of the letters by hitting GX. Move them over a little bit, just a little bit. Nothing crazy here. Something like this. This might be fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, and then we hit GX, move that one over a little bit more. GY, move it up. There we go. Nice. All right, cool. So that works fairly decently well. There we go. Just want to make sure everything's still centered. Oh, still centered. By hitting GX, move it over a little bit. There we go. It looks much more streamlined because it's all closer together now. There we go. So that's looking good. I kind of want to make sure that they're a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and hit S and double tap X, and we can kind of make them a little bit longer. Uh, um, but I also don't like how some of them are scaling independently of each other. So let's go ahead and just scale them up a little bit, and then we'll just move some of the letters backwards. Like for instance, this T. Hit G and double tap X. Sorry, Z. Sorry, double tap Z. Same thing with this and these over here. Double tap G, double tap Z. G, double tap Z. And then we'll just do the same thing with all of these and move them back in line if they got a little messed up. And there we go. G double tap Z, G double tap Z, G double tap Z, tap Z. All right, cool. So 0, and we can go back. Now there we go. It's a little bit longer now. It look a little bit better. So with that done, we need to go ahead and make sure that we have all of the outlines, or not the outlines, but the separate pieces also done, because if we were to go ahead and light this, it'd be a little bit difficult to see the sides according to the fronts. So let's go ahead, and we have a special trick for this. Hit Shift D on the first letter here, and then we can go ahead and go to offset and just tap it up to 0.01 for now, and then change the extrude value down by 1. So what we need to do is we need to get this as close as is possible to the edge of our text. So let's go ahead and change this until it gets as close as possible. So 0.159, no, 0.1. I don't remember what the original number was. I think it's just 0.1. Yeah, okay, 0.5. Okay, let's do 0.49, 0.149, like that. Pretty decent. We want 0.1499. What's it? 995. 495. Okay. 0.495 looks really pretty good to me. And then the offset is too high now. So let's go ahead and do 0.001. Nice. With that done, we can go ahead and duplicate the rest of the letters that same way. But what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and make this material different so we can see what it's going to look like. Let's go ahead and go to the material tab. Hit this little new button and change this name to black or something. Just whatever color you're going to make it. I'm going to make this one like a darker gray. Let's go ahead and drop the color down, turn specular off, turn roughness all the way up, and go to material viewport shade. And you can see this is what it looks like. Much easier to see, much more defined than the rest of the letters. So let's go ahead and do the rest of them. All right, so as you can see, we have completed all of those. So the front and the back is still white. You can't even read that says Iaquibstat. Iaquibstat. Nice. So that's pretty much it for the letters here. I do actually kind of want to go ahead and make the black shiny once again. Let's go ahead and add some metallic to it as well, because it looks kind of cool like that, actually. I'm not gonna lie. And hit 0 to go back into the camera's view, and we can go ahead and go to the main tab here, turn on screen space reflections, go to rendered viewport shading, and then make sure refraction is set to on. Hit Shift A and search for a area lamp. Hit X to rotate on the X axis. Hit G, Y to move it back, and GZ to move it up. There we go. Then hit SX to scale on the X axis like this so it covers the whole text. And then we're going to go to the lamp tab here and then just turn the brightness up to about 20. That looks pretty good to me. There we go. And then we'll do one from the back as well. So area shift, RX 90, and then hit the negative sign to flip it around. Hit GY to move it back behind the text. Hit SX to scale on the X-axis, and then we'll just go ahead and turn it up a lot. It's like maybe like 5,000, something like that. And then we'll kind of like maybe turn it down a little bit. There we go. Rotate it down by hitting RX, and then hitting GZ to move it upwards like that. And then we'll turn shadow off on the front facing one. There we go. Cool. Grab the one in the back and maybe change the color to a different color, like some specific color, like maybe a green or something, or a blue. Blue is good. We'll do blue for now, I guess, or maybe do orange like this. It looks pretty good. Cool. Nice. With that, I do want the front to be maybe a little bit more bright. So let's go ahead and turn the brightness of our lamp up here. There we go. Nice. Okay. And then we'll make the world probably black. There we go. Turn the overlays off. It looks really, really cool. And I do believe the last thing I want to do is we need to light it from the bottom as well. So let's go ahead and add in one more area lamp. Area RX 180. GZ to move it down like that. And then we'll just turn up the brightness and hit SX to scale on the X axis. And then down here, we should do like maybe a secondary color, maybe like a bluish color or something. And we'll maybe rotate it and move it back like that. So it's like from the bottom and maybe we'll do from the front and yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. But I don't really want it to be like a full color. I just want maybe a little bit of a, yeah. I just want maybe a little bit of a, like an overlay on the black colors down here. That looks pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Nice. And I think we'll add a little bit of orange to the actual color as well. Yeah, like that. There we go. Nice. Cool. So that's looking pretty awesome. I do think that the white color that we have here, which we're going to put on all of the front facing pieces, just hit this drop down and change them all to material. So all of the white front facing letters, I think they do need a little bit of an overhaul before we finish up this tutorial. Let's go ahead and change all these to white. There we go. And then change the base color, make it so it's all the way white. We could change the actual colors or something, but it might look a little bit strange. And I don't want to make it the same color because the point is that it's two different colors. So we do that, and then maybe we'll turn specular all the way up, roughness down. Nothing's really going to refract off of it though, because we don't really have too many things in front of it. So let's go ahead and do like this, maybe a little bit more metallic. There we go. Nice. So if we turn off screen space refractions rather, you can see up here and maybe in some other specific areas that you're going to be missing out on some things like this area in specific. And there's a few other areas where the screen space refractions is really helping. I'm also going to turn on ambient occlusion and turn the distance to 10, just for any little creases and crevices that might need a little bit of shading, which I don't see too many in this specific render, but we are chilling. Maybe a little bit of bloom as well, just a little bit. Turn the radius down a little bit, the intensity down a little bit, and the threshold potentially up quite a bit. There we go. So just a few select areas that are super, super bright. I'm also going to go down to the main tab and turn and go to color management and turn from filmic to standard. So we have those insanely bright brights, which is what I want for this specific render. And I might do one more thing, hit Shift A, add in a point lamp, hit G to move it over to the left, turn the power up like this. And then we do like a kind of like a spotted lighting thing. Move it away a little bit, like a spotted lighting thing. So we'll hit Shift D, move one down here, one up here, one down here, one up here. And then we might drop the um drop the area lamp in the front. We'll just have the point lamps lighting it from multiple different directions, which looks really cool. So that's worth it. That's worth it. That's definitely worth it. But yeah, that is going to be it for our tutorial today. I do believe, I don't think there's anything else that I really want or need to do. You can always go ahead and scale these by just grabbing everything and then dragging a box over everything and then hitting B and then middle mouse clicking. So click in the scroll wheel on your mouse to get rid of any of the lamps that you might have selected. And then we can hit S and double tap Z. You can see it will scale differently though, depending on where they are in your scene. So we can go ahead and do change this from median point to individual origins. Hit S and double tap. Hit S and double tap Z, and you can see it will scale perfectly fine like that. You can scale it as big as you want, and you can see it's like that, but you need to move it back. So hit G, double tap X, sorry X, double tap Z, and you see move back like that. But doesn't look as cool because the light doesn't really get through it too much. So we'll leave it a little shorter like that. Maybe shorten it a bit, actually. No, maybe. Uh, we'll extend it a little bit, just like that. Just a little tiny bit. There we go. So that is how you make some cool curved letters that are sticking out and stuff. But yeah, hope you learned something new today. I will see you in the next one. But until then, bye bye.